Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Sorry about the extended kind of introduction there, I had to go and get my coffee. If you like these videos, crush the likes everybody. Oh, I need to get my map. Today we're going to be talking about market updates. Bitcoin is down obviously, alts are down, there's a bit of a bloodbath in the alts. And this could be the reason for it, and this could actually be really big. And kind of noticed this a couple of days ago. And just keeping an eye on it, so I'm going to share it with you today. But first I'm going to see if we're live or not, just to make sure we are and everybody's in. Excuse me. Right, the chat is not working. 1 second. Right, I see some people in just now. Okay, I'm just going to jump over. 1 second. Okay, who have we got in? We have Rob UK, one of our brilliant admins is in the house. Mike D, another brilliant admin. Thanks for that video, Mike. Mike just shared a video about for newbie traders if you're looking to make $100 a day, and I'll post that video down below here, and Mike shared it. And it was something I'd literally just kind of done 2 minutes before he shared the video, and I'll share it with you what it is. It might not work in this kind of market, I'd hold off just now. Peter J's in the house, Simone Hendricks, Adver Hagen, Liam Hunt, Deb, one of our brilliant admins. Don't often get to see you here, but it's good to see you, buddy. RC, RM, Martirosian is in the house, Stephen King, Alex Jug, Mac Paulin, Matthew Parks, good morning to you. Honest Crypto Journey. Every time I see your name, I always look out the window to see what the weather's like, because I know it's going to be like that in your area as well, or kinda. Alonso Forbes, Chris Noble is in the house. Coffee time, yes it is indeed. Coffee time. Okay, we'll just have a look at the markets overall before we go into this kind of big news that I want to talk about. So markets overall, we know everything's down just now. Market capitalization 261 billion, and Bitcoin dominance has gone up to 48.5%, which is not good for the alts. What's kind of losing just now, or what's kind of winning just now? Metaverse ETP, Binance Coin is up. That seems to be Bitcoin resistant, or Bitcoin drop resistant. GX Chain is up. Emmercoin, Odom, and Maker is up. That's only 6% of the top 100. Biggest losers: Waves, OneChain, PivX, Walton Chain, Nebulous, PundyX, 10x. We're talking about PundyX as well. Polymath, Loopring, Loom Network, all in double digits. Most of them are in double digit falls because of that Bitcoin price fall as well. So we'll just look at that in a second. We'll look at the Bitcoin price, BTC. So it's at $7,366 at the moment. Just look at the charts. Just now we can see it. The arse fell out of it at kind of midnight last night, or around about midnight. So it went down from 7554 all the way down to 7282, and it's up a wee bit again. And this is on a 15-minute chart. It's up a wee bit again to 7364. Could it fall further? Yes, it could fall further, unfortunately. And I think it's all to do with the OKX kind of situation just now. I don't know if you've been following that just now. And that's, we'll just go over to it just now actually. Okay, so this was a couple of days ago. This was posted when I seen it. And it's a 450 million elephant in the room. And again, I'll post a link for you underneath this video. Basically, what's happened, somebody has taken out a long position. So this is a futures contract. Somebody has taken out a long position. I think it was around about $8,020 or something like that. So they expected the price to go higher than $8,020. But in fact, it went against them. So it's taken out a $460 million position in that. Went against him, he got liquidated, or she got liquidated, and now OKX has to cover that position if the Bitcoin price doesn't rise and people don't buy that position up. That's what's happening just now. The price is going down and down and down, and that position is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now there's insurances for this in OKX. OKX has a kind of insurance policy, but it's not going to cover that much. It's going to be about 950 Bitcoin worth, according to this article, which is obviously a huge amount. Will cause minus 950 BTC in system losses In futures, the shorts pay the profits of longs and vice versa. So if a bankrupt trader is forced out of a position in a low liquidity market, their counterparty is earning profit from a corpse. But they're saying, have no fear, the OKX insurance fund is back in the system as a safeguard right, but that is not right. The insurance fund, consisting of the maintenance margins salvaged from liquidated traders, has a whopping 10 BTC, which is not quite enough to cover the tab. Nowhere near enough. So as a result, if the price stays at this level, and they were talking about 7,850 at that time, if the price stays at this level, the profitable traders since last Friday until this Friday will have their gains dented by 940 BTC. And that's under their kind of socialized loss clawback system. So they've got a clawback system that if a trader goes, kind of gets liquidated or bankrupt, they're going to have to claw that back in some way, and that's using other people's traders trading wins from that. So it's going to be 950 minus 10 BTC insurance coverage as per the socialized clawback system. So the thing is, the price is going down and down and down. At the moment, it's still going down. Well, it's come back up a wee bit, but it's still going down just now. And this is due to finish today, so we could see a big, huge drop. We could see potentially the bankruptcy of OKX if something doesn't happen here. And I don't know what's going to happen with it just now. But if that were to happen, we'd have another kind of Mt. Gox situation whereby the whole market just kind of disintegrates for a bit. So OKX is obviously one of the biggest platforms out there for trading. So we have to be really mindful of this. We have to be really careful. And as I said, we'll need to, I'll post a link for all these. And hopefully you've been seeing it anyway. Hopefully you've watched it over the last couple of days and what's been going on. So it's not a good time to be kind of trading just now. I'm kind of scalping or trying to scalp just now, but it's definitely not a good time to be trading at the moment. And there's loads of articles on this as well. This was the kind of socialized clawback system. Societal loss and full account clawback system. And they've got, so this is like an almost insurance policy, but it's the other traders that are going to have to put into that are going to be really, really pissed off because they're not going to get all the profits that they originally made. So it could be that if you make, say you make, I don't know, $10,000 profit, it could be that OKX pulls 50% of that profit and puts it into the fund to cover that loss that they're going to make if the Bitcoin price doesn't go back up today. And it doesn't look as if it's going to go up another $700 today. You never know. It's up to 7,358. So we'll see what happens. So this could be huge. So we need to keep an eye on that in the markets just now. What other? OKX face a major long position liquidation problem. So this was somebody asking on Twitter as well. You currently have a $400 million liquidation, half of OKX BTC quarterly open interest. Could you make a statement how you're about to handle that come Friday? Because that is a socialized loss of 50% if the market drops from here. So it's going to be a socialized loss, and it looks like they're going to take out the socialized loss clawback system clause that they've got under OKX. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from here. The other news that we're kind of going to look at, I've seen this for PundiX, and I didn't, when I first seen it, I'm going to show you this just now. So PundiX, you know, I've been kind of in and out, scalping, kind of long-term hold as well. But I'm just going to see this just now. This is from Zach. Tough market, and we hold strong belief in the PundiX project. 4 founders and I will personally buy 1,000 Ethereum equivalent in the next 40 hours from the open market. And HODL. For transparency, you can monitor this transaction. And they've given a link to that as well. So we can go into Etherscan. They won't have bought any just now, I don't think. Etherscan. And .io. I'll just put in that address just now. So they've not bought anything at the moment. So this is the address they've given publicly to show that they're going to be buying up. However, I kind of seen that, and I thought, initially I thought, well, that's quite good, because what it's going to do is going to push the prices up of PundX, and they're going to buy into it, so the prices could go up 3, 4, 5 Satoshi. But from an integrity point of view, I don't think it's a good thing that he's done this. If this was to happen in the stock market, imagine in the stock market if Amazon came out and said, listen, the price is down just now, tough market conditions, we're going to buy $10 million worth. I know it's not $10 million worth here, but if they came out and said, we're going to buy $10 million worth of our shares, obviously the share price would shoot up, but the SEC would jump in there and kick their arses out of the stock market. This is the issue with crypto in this kind of space. Morally, I don't think it's right. Ethically, it's not right. I know it's to reassure the investors in PundX. I totally get that, understand that, and I think his intentions were right. But as a CEO of a company doing this and coming out and saying, listen, we're going to buy 1,000, that's effectively price manipulation. Now, I don't know, that's probably pissed off. I don't know, I've never seen the comments. Long game, no doubt. Happy to see you guys doing this. Zach, with so many positive PundX announcements, what is your opinion on MPX continued in rapid decline? Buy 5,000 ETH pieces, replying, I'm a hodl myself, Binance. So there's no kind of comeback on that. So I thought there would have been more comments to say it's just not right what they're actually doing. But I do understand why they're doing it. I'm out of PundX just now. I was going to go in to PundX. When I seen it, I thought a lot of people would be pissed off and actually just start selling PundX. I'm just going to see where PundX is at the moment. So we'll see the price. Should be 24.25. 24.25 it is. It's going to go up to 25.26 in a second. So that's a really, really low price, and I can understand Zach coming out and kind of announcing that. I just don't know if it's morally, as a CEO, business-wise, if this was all kind of regulated and everything, like it's going to be soon, the crypto market, he'd have got his arse kind of felt for that, definitely. I'll just see your comments on that as well. If you have any comments on that, let me know. Mark Paulin, NPXS, got it at 28, 27, 26, 25. So what the next open position at 24, 23, and what next? Nice, I went to BNB 4 days ago. Excellent, if you're in BNB, that seems to be Bitcoin resistant just now. Gavin Burns, morning from Hull. Hope you're good, Steve. Yep, all good here, Gavin. Hope you're good, mate. Davey Stew, another one of our brilliant admins. Good day, everyone. Try not to look. Nightmare, yeah, bit of a nightmare. In the alts just now when I got up this morning. It was a bit of a nightmare. Honest Crypto Journey, sun trying to shine over here in Edinburgh. Excellent. Matthew Parks, holy shit, 460 million loss. Now that is a bad day for someone. It's going to be more than that actually, because the price of Bitcoin has went down. So I think I originally bought it at 8,020 as a long position at 460 million. So the more it goes down, the more loss they're going to make, or the more the OKX traders are going to have to put in under that social clawback clause. So alts can bleed more. They could actually bleed more if this goes really catastrophically wrong. If OKX bankrupts, is going to be another Mt. Gox kind of situation. Good morning to you, Kukla. Atif, until when? So it's meant to be finishing today. Today is the day. I'm just going to look at, I think it was Aurelius posting this. Reminder that OKX settles in about 5 hours. So it's about 7 minutes. Use a 1 hour twap to determine the settlement price. Watch for action starting at 7 UTC with settlement occurring in 8 UTC. So in about 7 minutes time, it's meant to settle. So they're going to have to decide what they're actually doing with that as well. Regarding the forced liquidation on July 3rd, and I'm on the right, we've seen that as well. Right, so this is from OKX, right? This was today at 8 o'clock. An enormous long position in BTC 0290 futures contract was forced liquidated on July the 31st. Due to the sheer size of the order, a risk management system may be triggered to activate the societal loss risk management mechanism. So it looks like they're going to do that. OKX has adopted the societal loss risk management mechanism since launched, and it has been working orderly as intended. When the insurance fund cannot cover the total margin call losses, a full account clawback occurs. In such case, only users who have a net profit across all of the 3 contracts for that week will be subject to the clawback. So basically, anybody that's been trading on OKX and they've got a net profit are going to get hit with this. So we'll take a portion of the profit in equal percentage from all profited traders, only to cover the difference between the liquidated price and settled price. So there's going to be a lot of pissed off traders on OKX who have been in big net profit positions. So it gives you the details here. For example, user A and B places 1 BTC each as a margin for opening positions. Assuming the price of BTC is USDT, then USD1, then each contract costs USD1 as well. This price, user A longs 10 contracts with 10 times leverage. This is the problem with leverage as well. A lot of people leverage up to 100 times. You can leverage up to 100 times. So if you buy $10 worth, you're really buying $100 worth. And user B shorts 10 contracts with 10 times leverage. If now the spot index price drops from USD to 0.1, user B should gain USD9 and user A should lose USD9 from his trade. However, the margin from user A for this order is 1 BTC, which is worth USD1 only. So the actual gain for user B will also be 1 BTC only. The remaining 8 BTC will be socialized instead. So this is going to be really difficult for a lot of traders on OKX, and would imagine a lot of traders will be pulling out of OKX. So we're just going to have to wait and see what's going to happen with this. To reduce the market risks induced by this incident, the following actions will be executed. Injecting 2,500 BTC from OKX's own capital pool into the insurance fund. So they're going to take most of it out of the insurance fund. During the settlement at 4 PM, August the 3rd, HKT. So I'm just going to look at time and H. I think it's going to be about 7 minutes time. 15:56. So 4 PM, yeah, about 4 minutes time, we're going to see something happening with Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens with that. OKX, where was that? Such actions will largely reduce the socialized clawback ratio of the week. Also, in light of this incident, we will implement a series of risk management enhancements which, in line with the Futures Roadmap released on July the 17th to prevent any similar cases from occurring again. The enhancements are as follows. So it gives you all the details there. I'll put a link up to that as well for you. So it's crazy that they've got themselves in this kind of situation where essentially they could go bankrupt. But obviously they're putting 2,500 BTC of their own money into the insurance fund, which covers it. I think the insurance fund was about 10 BTC before. So I don't know if in the next 3 minutes we're going to see some kind of action on kind of Bitcoin price. It's going to be a tough one. Okay, Gino Dow, hello, Stephen, lift out your kilt, smash the likes. Harold H, good morning, Stephen, the CYT crew. Zedar, look at Dig, Dignity Coin, love your show, Stephen, thank you very much, Zedar. Dig, we were in Dig, a lot of us were in Dig as well. I pulled out, I think it's going back up again, which is good for the people that stayed in. Mark Innes, Nuclear Likes, Matthew Parks, how's the one person able to take such a position? Very negligent by all parties. Yeah, so basically it was an extremely rich person that could have taken out that long position, 460 million, but they got totally wrecked from it. They got liquidated. I don't know how much they lost, but OKX are going to have to cover that actual position. Hi Steve, are you still in backs or do you dollar cost averaging on the way down? Just curious. I am still in backs at the moment. I did sell out a couple of weeks ago, some of them because I was way top heavy in backs. So I took out some positions to actually be able to trade, and if it was going down further I would kind of support it, maybe 8-9 Satoshi or something like that. Not that I would support it, I would get in. Obviously I'm not saying it's altruistic reasons, it was for my own gains as well. Obviously if it goes down to 8 or 9 Satoshi, then I would probably get back into backs more with that. So yeah, I'm still, we're going to look at BABB just now actually, because we're nearly close to the crowd fund. On Crowdcube, I think we're about £16,000 off. Oh, down. So it's 12,320. Is that right? £12,320 to go for the BABB crowd sale. Where is Bax just now? Sitting on KuCoin. I just like to go KuCoin because that's in Satoshi value. Just look at the buys and sales. Oh, it's down to 10. So it was up at 12, it's down to 10. So there's a big buy wall. It's not a big buy wall, it's on 1.6 Bitcoin worth. It's 16 million backs, and there's a small sell wall at 2 million. So that'll probably jump up to 11, 12 again, where it's been for the last few days. Yeah, so still believe in BABB, still believe in what they're doing, and hopefully they'll get the license before the end of the year. And this is not a matter of if they're going to get funded for this, for the crowdfund. It's going to be when. Is it going to be today? Is it going to be tomorrow? When's it going to be? But it looks like it's going to be very soon for BABB. So yeah, still really happy with BABB and being in BABB at the moment. Mark Innes, Davey Stew, no, don't look. Yeah, don't look at the markets at all. Gino Dalbank has a 100,000 giveaway. Excellent. Andreas, good morning from Norway. Azumi, at this point I don't really care it's good or not. The price went so low. I bought in on Binance about highest price and hoping it was going up, and it went down I think 90%. Wow, he needs to buy more. Atif, what you did with your current bought alts, how much loss are you ready to bear? Are you going to hold till they bleed more? How much stop loss are you ready to bear on the trades? Say probably about 10% stop loss on trades, at the most 10%. Usually it's between 5 and 10% on trades. But looking at this market, it's really difficult. I'm just going to go to the BTC price, see what's happened. So it's jumping up. So it might be good news. So this might kind of shoot up for Bitcoin. And so we'll just stay with this just now, see what's kind of going to happen. We'll look at the 5-minute chart. So 7387 at the moment. So this is interesting to see what's going to happen. So this is all to do with OKX just now. They've covered to put 2,500 Bitcoin in their insurance fund. So it'll be interesting to see. I thought there would have been more price movement here. I'm just going to go to Binance. Got it in Binance, USD, BTC, USD, and we want the Binance one. Right, so this is kind of happening just now. 7375. Hopefully we're not going to get a meltdown, because this is going to affect everybody big time. But it looks as if OKX has covered it. Well, covered it partially. They're still going to do the social clawback system. It's just interesting to see what happens here. And this is kind of weird. I don't know if you like this as well. Sometimes when I'm having a nap, I have a nap in the afternoon because I get 5 hours sleep and I have a 50-minute nap, which is like another 2 hours sleep. It feels like it. And it really does feel like everybody should do that, I think. But I like to kind of fall asleep just watching the charts when I have a nap as well, which is weird. I don't know if anybody else does that. But I have a wee nap for about 50 minutes and just fall asleep to watching the charts. Not the BTC, just maybe one that I'm in at the moment. Let's get rid of all these flags because that's from old. So just have a look at Binance just now. And just while we're waiting on that, who's the tops? XRP is topping that. We spoke about XRP the other day and that looks as if it's gone up. VET is down. Okay, so what I was doing, Mike, one of our admins, kind of sent a video. I think he's put it in the group as well, the free group and the kind of premium group. Is a strategy in this type of market is to look for the coin that's really kind of failed the most, in this case VET, and literally 2 minutes before he kind of posted a video I'd been doing exactly that, looking at the bottom and saying, okay, is this a good coin? Is it still a good project? Why is it falling? But it said on, I'm just going to see how much it says on here, because I've got different prices or different times for calculating the differences. So I looked at kind of VeChain Thor, which is Ven, basically. Looked at this and said, okay, that shouldn't have fallen by 23%. So I'm going to get in here for a possible scalp, because at the bottom, it's really kind of the arse kind of fell out of it, up to 30% at one point. So got in about 195, round about this price just now. It looks as if it's going to fall a wee bit further than here. So we need to see what happens with BTC. If BTC price goes up, that could be a good scalp. If it goes back up to about 220, 230. So it could be a good strategy, just looking at the bottom, the ones that have really fallen big time, and then asking yourself, is it trading enough? What's this trading? 2,500 BTC, so that's good liquidity in that. If it's not good liquidity, it might not be good for trading, but you could get a good 3, 4, 5% back if you look at these kind of prices on Binance. And I'll share that video that Mike shared as well. That was a really good video, Mike. Thanks for sharing that. But literally 2 minutes before it, I just kind of went into VET at 195. So it's not a brilliant strategy to do that, but if you're looking to make profits per day, a few kind of 1%, 2% profits per day, this could be a good strategy for kind of beginners, but not just for beginners. I'm not a beginner and I would still kind of look at this strategy as well, but not use it exclusively. But it is kind of in this market when everything is just kind of shot down, it could be a good way to make some money back. So we're up to 7,400. So it did shoot up there to 7,425. So it looks as if it's going up. So the market's reacting to that OKX news that has been covered. So I think a lot of people were concerned that OKX could go bankrupt, which would kill the whole market, literally. Kill that. It'd be another Mt. Gox situation. It would just kill the whole market. Bitcoin would go down. So we still don't know what's going to happen just now. Yeah, so that was a strategy from Mike. He'd posted a video, so thanks for that again, Mike. Rafi Bogosian, morning all, morning Steve, morning to you. Rob UK, why OK Exchange liquidated these prices if the long-term BTC prediction is bullish? You only lose when you sell at the loss. You do only lose when you sell at the loss, but when a future contract ends, then you have to kind of cover that position. So future contracts are kind of on monthly basis, quarterly basis, or so you have to cover the position at the particular time. So if it was on a monthly, then that position has to be covered in some way. If the trader's already been liquidated, then he's out of the game. He's been liquidated, he's got his losses, but OKX has to cover that position. And today is the day for covering that position. Mac Paul, a lot of coins are soon without support. If market's still like that next few days, a lot of coins will be crashing. Too many will be in the market. Time to find the right ones. Yeah, I'm talking about NPXS, that's Azumi. And did you say something before? At this point, I don't really care or not. The price is so low. I bought it in Binance, but highest price, right? He needs to buy more. Yeah, I thought you were talking about PundyX. Look at TRX, down, down, down. TRX, yeah. I was in and out of TRX this morning as well, just for 1 or 2 Satoshi, because I thought, oh, this is going down again. So we'll just have a look at TRX just now. TRX, and we'll look at Bitcoin and Binance. $407. Just now it has been as high low as 404. In fact, it was lower than that. We're talking 400. So 400 seems to be a support level of somewhat of a support level. But it's fallen big time. Now, see, this is one that could get you a quick 5-10%. If you go in at 400, you go out at 410. Well, that's 2.5%. At that, but even 2.5% in this market, I would take quite happily. And we'll just go back to BTC, see what the hell's going on there. USD, and we'll go to the Binance one. I'll just go USDT. Does that work better? Yeah, it does. So 7409. So going back up. So market's still not decided what it's doing yet with Bitcoin. Looks like BTC is okay. Yeah, it's looking like it at the moment. Steve, if you're in Bax, then you believe in XRP and in Coinbase. They're in the same area in San Francisco. They share commonly everyday conversation, exchange, employees. I do like XRP as well. I really do like XRP, and I think for the long-term hold, it's a brilliant long-term hold. I have to say I do like XRP. And initially I didn't kind of believe in what they were doing. It was going to be centralized. It was going to be all of that. Went against the ethos of kind of the whole kind of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole. But what they're doing, I do think XRP are going to be a great long-term hold. Brock Oyibo, good morning to you. ZR, Lean, Justin Sun is part of the issue because he has that typical Chinese cocky way, but he's brilliant and be patient, making all the right moves. Again, Tron, I believe in long-term as well. I always have. And I've been trading in and out of Tron. I held for a bit as well with Tron, and I do believe in it long-term. Martin and Sonia, good morning to you. Lean, saying thanks, ZR. Solar Tribe Studios, dear Pundians, tough market. Yeah, so that was a kind of tweet we kind of spoke about earlier on. Where are we going? Bitcoin still going up, 7413. So it looks like we're going up. It looks like we are going up at the moment. This is on the 5-minute chart. Where's it looking on the hourly chart? So across that 15 EMA. So we've gone up essentially in the last 5 hours, coming up for $150 just now. So 7416. The market will still be deciding what to do with this OKX news. So this could shoot up big time, or it could stabilize from here. I think it's going to go up if the market likes the news from OKX. They're going to cover it by 2,500 Bitcoin. Yeah, it's trying to push up. It's trying to push up. It's better watching the 5-minute market. It's quicker moving. $7,420. What's it look like in the Renko? Renko chart, we would have gone at 7,350. And with that, or around about here just now, 7,424. So this could be a good time to get in. A lot of people are kind of trading on, and I've thought about it myself, if I'm being really honest, on BitMEX and trading on BitMEX. And I think one of the members was going to do in the premium group was going to do a video on that. I think they're still going to do a video. Kind of wrote to me yesterday to say be careful with kind of leverage trading as well. And that means you can leverage trade. It means you can go 10 times the amount that you put in, up to I think it's 33 times on BitMEX, something like that on BitMEX. 33 times you can go up. So if you put in 1 Bitcoin worth, you can really trade with 33 Bitcoin worth if you're leverage trading. And I have thought about it, but I know you could get totally wrecked because of it. So I wouldn't do it. Okay, so it's coming down just now. So what's going on? Keep an eye on it. Let's go back to the comments. Arnie Watchmeister, morning mate. Good morning to you, Brock. Doesn't the price most times go up on Friday only to correct over the weekend? Traditionally, the prices on crypto, there's not as much trading at the weekends, but there has been over the last couple of months. ZR, welcome, Lean. Matthew Parks, 2,500 Bitcoin is around 18.5 million. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not going to cover that much. It's not going to cover that much at all. So how much would you need to cover it? 460 million. 460,123,123 divided by, what is it, 7,400. So they have to cover 62,000 Bitcoin worth. They're putting in 2,500 just now, and I'm going to use a social clawback system to get the rest. God help them. But still going up. I just wonder how the traders are going to feel on OKX, the ones that have made a profit. Obviously they're going to get 50% of that taken back from them, 50% of the profit under that clause. So basically the short kind of 64,000 Bitcoin. probably more than that because prices went down. Right, was there any other news I was going to talk about? Yeah, it was kind of PundyX. I didn't like that. I spoke about PundyX already. I didn't like the way they'd kind of done that. I think it's not the right way to do it. There's other news as well, but I thought that was a big one just now. What other ones? Oh, the 9 crypto experts share the top coin picks for the second half of the year. Adam James, managing editor of Bitcoinist. My top 2 picks are Cardano and Neo. My picks: Bitcoin Benny, YouTuber, is ETC, Qtum, and KMD. Komodo, Ethereum Classic, and Qtum. Like Ethereum Classic, Komodo as well. My picks are BTC, XMR, and Neo. Owen Cook. Craig Russo, co-founder of SludgeFeed. Instead of naming specific coins, I'll share that in most interest 3 major categories: privacy focuses, cryptocurrencies, exchange tokens, and projects that give indirect exposure to security tokens. So I've spoken about exchange tokens before. Matthias Dorta, founder of ICO Informer. For full disclosure, I'm involved with this project and not making any reference to price. So how do we get rid of that? I don't know what he's saying. Bitcoin would be my top pick for the second half of 2018. This is based on the idea that Bitcoin ETF will be released sometime in August the 10th. That's not true actually, but there you go. Daniel Frumkin. My top coin picks are DCR, ZRX, and BTC. Decred, M0X, and BTC. Brandon Kitten, BTC, WTC, NEO Gas, and XLM. Chris Doughtit. Is that his name? Doughtit? Doughtit. Cardano is being developed, so he's talking about Cardano as well. So I thought that was a really interesting article as well. No one blockchain has been developed, but rumour has it Cardano is getting very close. So is successful Cardano. Cardano is one of those ones, I keep talking about it, that if there's a gun to my head and that's all I could kind of go into, Cardano would be one of them. Obviously I'd have to have 10 guns to my head, I'd probably got about 5 or 6. Neo would be one of them, Cardano would be one of them as well. Obviously Bitcoin. Ethereum not so sure about. So Cardano, and almost this morning I was looking at the Cardano price and thought, okay, should I stop trading for a while and just go long in Cardano and just hold for Cardano? But I just liked the trading too much, so I didn't. I went against that decision. Arnie seen BABB mate so close. You have a spare 13,000 left. Yeah, it'd be fantastic to have a spare 13,000. And do you see correlation between EFTs and Bitcoin price manipulation, possible as low as 5,000? ETFs? You're talking about the ETFs? There's a lot of manipulation in the markets just now, I think. The BTC, what's happening just now? We'll just go back to it, see what's going on. To come back down a wee bit more, 7391. But I do see a correlation. I think the people are speculating on the ETFs coming out this year sometime. It's not the only reason, because Bitcoin price was going to go up anyway, I think. Do I see it going down as low as 5,000? I don't know. I think before I mentioned that 5,000 would be the lowest, or maybe 5,800, but no lower than that. I know a lot of people are still talking about it going down based on price action from 2-3 years ago, 2014. I just don't see how you can do it. I don't see how you can use TA for something 4 years ago, when the market has moved so much, the underlying technology has moved so much, the sentiment has moved so much. How can you base a future price of Bitcoin based on 2014 price? I don't see it at all. I don't see it, and that's why I say kind of using TA. I don't see the point in kind of going back 2-3 years for that. In stock market, it's different. Stock market is totally different, because you've got decades of kind of price action and sentiment there. It's just decades there. In crypto market, you cannot use TA because everything is moving so quickly. You can use short-term TA. Obviously I use short-term TA, but I like the Renko charts because you're purely based on price. It's purely based on price, and it's not to do with time. So if we have a look at the Renko charts just now, this is the Renko charts for BTC. That's a 5-minute one. So if we look at the hourly one, so this is all price action. If we look at the time, here. The times here are going to be, so 1 brick is not equal to an hour on the Renko charts. 1 brick could last for 5 days, literally. So it's all kind of price-based action. That's why I like the Renko charts as well, because it just gets that, get you out of that mindset as well. But obviously you can use other indicators like RSI and other oscillators as well. So according to the Renko, you would not be getting in if you're looking at the hourly chart. You wouldn't be getting in at this price. And the next brick up would be about 7490. But you're kind of short-term trading, you might get in at 7350, 7 or something. You might have got in then. But for scalping, and it's good for scalping using the Renko as well. Gethin Davis, my top picks for solid gains are BTC, BNB, LTC, ADA and Dash. Yeah, I think that's a good kind of wee portfolio there. Cryptomaniac, if BTC doesn't hold support, also will drop another 20 to 50% at this point. It's knife catching. No one can say what's the best option, 10 to alts again. There's not, I think at this point, with Bitcoin price being kind of on a kind of knife edge at the moment, I think at this point, I wouldn't be trading as such. I would be scalping is trading, a form of trading, but I would only be scalping just now, and that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. So VET just now is up to 197, so that'll be represent a 1% gain for me at the moment, in at 195. So I might look at closing out that position as well, see if it goes higher, but I'm just going to keep a close eye on the BTC position before I decide what to do with that. If I have to take a small loss of 2 Satoshi, that's fine, but I want to see USDT, want to see what happens with this first. And I think everybody's going to be on tenterhooks. Everybody that knows about this are going to be watching the BTC price closely, and the reaction from OKX as well, see what happens with that. Because that should be it covered. It's 9:21 here. It was going to be 9 o'clock that they had to kind of issue that. We're just going to see how the market reacts. Rafi Bogosian, I hate to say it, but I love these low prices. Got me a lot of Tron today, and I'm about to get a little Cardano as well. Excellent. KevT, look at the depth of the chart in Binance. It tells you the percentage between each stat. KevT, oh sorry, I missed one there. Hi Steve, how much in fees are paid if you sell, for example, TRX at 410 Satoshi and buy back at 400? 100 TRX sell at 410 Satoshi and buy back at 400. I hope I'm making sense. Yeah, you are making sense. It just depends how much you're putting in. So it really depends how much you're putting in. So with Binance, you can either pay with the Binance fees, or if you've got Binance coin, you can get a percentage off for that. So it just depends how much you're putting in as well. So it's not the difference between the kind of buy and sell price, but it depends on how much you're putting in of that, and they'll take back. So if you buy 1 million kind of Tron, for example, and you go to sell it, they might take 2,000 Tron tokens off you as the sale price. So that's how Binance works. So it just depends how much you're actually putting in. If that makes sense, hope that makes sense. Some news about the OKX just come out. Okay, so where's the news? OKX crypto. We'll look in the past hour. 59 minutes ago. Biggest clawback in Bitcoin history. That's the videos. OKX on Twitter. OKX maintains order in the futures market by injecting 2,500 BTC. Click here to find out more. Right, okay. Got to get them Berkeley profits to fund the orders. Just looking at the reactions. Look on Twitter. Twitter's good for hashtag OKX. That's 2 hours ago. There's not much. See the BTC price is coming down, 7379. So if you've got any news, post a link in here if you can. I believe we're at the point of the greatest transfer of wealth. We're at the ground level. The Bitcoin price drop is helping us all. Great time to buy your best coins. I want to go check on that, Steve. I think some info just came out. Yeah, if you've got a link to the info that just came out, OKX, I don't know if they've kind of came out with anything. Announcement. Nope, don't see any news. Latest announcement, that was 1 hour ago. Yeah, I've just seen that. So if you've got any links, let me know and we'll have a look at that. Steve, OKX, China's way of buying coins via OTC markets. No one's doing it that way because it's the only way for them. Paddington Bear, Blockchain Whispers just posted about it. Let's go have a look. 1 second. I'm just looking at that just now. Don't do anything stupid yet, as shorters are about to find out the bad news any minute now and see how they react. OKX said they will manually adjust the price to reasonable level, which means pure bullshit, fake level, and they admitting it, so it's only a matter of how much danger public perceives. They injected 2,500 Bitcoin of their own money to help cover the loss. Yeah, so we've seen that already. That was kind of Blockchain Whispers. Go back. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now and we'll keep an eye on this news coming out, but price is coming down. Just need to wait and see what happens. And the alts are coming down again as well. So it might be time to kind of get out of the alts just now and just stay on the sidelines. Just need to keep a close eye on this. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today. Happy trading, everybody. If you're trading, wouldn't be trading in this market. Be very, very choppy just now. Keep an eye on the BTC price and keep an eye on the news for OKX and the reactions to that as well before you kind of put in trades. It's going to be really tentative just now. So I'm a bit worried myself with that, just to see what happens with that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next couple of hours. Okay. I'll leave it there just now. Have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing. And until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.